What up, everybody? Oh, excuse me. What up, everybody in the YTBC? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm not really talking about anything in particular. I'm not even sure I'm going to be live very long. I'm just going to shoot the shit. Whatever happens, happens. If people show up and they want to jump on the panel, they're more than welcome to do so. Um, Me, I just been, to be honest, just been working, making that money, and chilling with the girl. And to be honest, that's just what's been keeping me content. And that's what's been keeping me from making content. And I have been going over there messing around with Chad and his tavern just as a little, I guess you call it side gig, just messing around, passing the time when I do have a little bit of time to kill. But, anybody who's been wondering, yeah, that's what I've been up to. Y'all probably know I got my license. Um, I guess it's considered a couple months ago now. So that was that was something that was really keeping my time, you know. And hey, how's it going? Haplotype Zero, Popcorn Boxing, the Jedi. But yeah, that's what's been keeping me away for the most part. Just been you know, chilling with the woman and making my money. What can I say? Um Today, hey, how's it going, Nordic Warrior? God bless. Today's a little different because something happened in her family, and I'm just giving her the space that she needs. None is like threatening our relationship. She just, something that wasn't expected happened, and she's doing what she got to do, and I'm just, you know, being the safe, or giving her the space that she needs. But tomorrow we're actually supposed to spend the whole day together, and we're gonna have a good time. I want to help her get her mind off of this crazy situation that's going on. But like when I can't be there, I just try to give her space. So what's going on, Charles D, Black and Brown? It's nice to talk to you a little bit earlier today, Black and Brown. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the link. Y'all can talk about whatever you want. Jedi, I would, if you can, I would specifically like you to hit the link because I just have a couple questions. Um, Nothing bad or nothing. Jedi and I, we've been cool since we've been A1 since day one. Never had a bad word between us. What up, Toby Bartlett? Nice to see you. Longtime supporter of the channel. I'm doing good. Sometimes life throws some curveballs, and that's what's going on with me right now. But it ain't. It's like I said, it just ain't nothing serious on my part. It's a serious situation, but I think I'm handling it pretty good. I mean, that's easy for me to say. I'm not the one going through. Oh, hey, how's it going, LT? LT, by the way, earlier when I said that it was your oh, there you go, Jedi. LT, real quick, Jedi. Let me just address LT. LT, when I apologize earlier when I said that it was you that was giving that feedback. Um, I just assumed it was you, which I shouldn't have done, because you were the newest person to the panel. Like right when when you joined the panel, that's when the stream got all crazy with the feedback. So I do want to say my bad. How's it going, Jedi?
Chilling, brother. How you feeling?
Let me make sure I got my volume all the way up. How's it going, Jedi?
Chilling, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's my bad. I had the volume all the way down.
It's all good, brother. How you doing? How's everything?
Oh, everything's going good. Like I said, got a little situation. Maybe I could tell you about it in a private phone call, but you got too
Yeah.
many trolls online for me to just put it out there. It ain't nothing too serious. I mean, it's serious, but it's just like one of those things. Like if I were to tell you what happened, you'll be like, oh yeah, that would put you kind of in a spot, but it's not like not a crazy spot for you, but it's a crazy spot for her.
Yeah. Well,
You
you
know.
got my number, brother. You got my number. You hit me whenever you want, brother.
Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
the last couple times I went over to your stream, you doing this content, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little lost. If you wouldn't mind kind of, if you wouldn't mind kind of explaining what's going on, and at one point it's kind of seemed like you're kind of involved with some of it. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
somebody like treated,
Yeah.
they mistreated you or something. I'm just
No.
curious if you could just give me a breakdown of what
Oh
this
yeah,
current
yeah,
situation
definitely,
is.
definitely. Well, what's happening is, you got the beef sector
Yeah.
in on YouTube. So these guys, so there's this former singer by the name of Jaguar Wright. Not sure if anybody knows about her, but she was in a Coca-Cola commercial back in the day. She came on MTV Unplugged with Jay-Z. Just put it this way, the bitch was famous in the 90s, and now she thinks she could come to YouTube and take it over. So basically, I was sitting on a panel with one of my homegirls over there, and she just basically started talking shit. So I decided, you know what? She's talking shit about Charleston White. That'll be something real good to bring to the channel, and that's all I really wanted to do was bring the beef between him and her because these two got loud mouths. You know Charleston White. So to make a long story short, one night I jumped on a panel with my homegirl. We started talking. That bitch jumped on. Of course, I had to roast the shit out of her, and ever since she just don't like me. Jaguar Wright don't like me. So it's just to the point that I'm defending myself, and I decided to bring that content to the channel so that way you guys can see me roast a has-been celebrity. So that's basically what it is. So the last content that I showed you, it had to do with her and her girlfriend fighting and shit. Like she's just been exposing stuff. So I figured, you know what? Since everybody's making coin off of it, and I don't really make coin off of it, let me just put it out there and just show exactly how stupid this bitch is. So that's basically what I'm doing, kid.
So is that when she was talking about, oh, this is my motherfucking channel and all this stuff, and that's her girlfriend, like she's a lesbian and she's in a relationship with that chick?
Yeah, yeah, and that chick she looked straight like Caesar from Planet of the Apes, dog. So and everybody's getting on her, bro. Come to find out, her girlfriend got dentures and all that. Like it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. I'm trying to bring it to y'all in spurts, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of the fellas want me to talk boxing, but yeah, boxing is boring. Ain't shit on boxing really that much. So I just try to bring as much content as I can on the channel so you guys could just laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, all the boxing channels right now are talking about Spence and Crawford. That's been like a month and a half ago.
Still?
Um, yeah, they're still talking, and it's because there's not a lot going on. Like they're talking about that. They're talking about they're still talking a little bit about um Tank versus Zendaya. They're
Yeah.
still talking. They're still talking about Usyk and Dubois.
Yeah.
I think that one's been like a month ago now, or getting close to it, because there's not really anything going on. Like there's, don't get me wrong, there's fights going on, but nothing exciting at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
Um,
mediocre shit. Mediocre shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course they're talking about Canelo and Charlo because that fight's coming up, and I mean that makes sense to talk about that fight. Only that fight shouldn't even be happening in the first place. But I'm just saying, like, at least I can kind of see people talking about that fight, even though I don't agree it should be happening.
You see that?
But
You see that, right, Red? You see that? I just see like the two forces of boxing, good and evil, fighting within you. You're like, yeah, it's a good fight, even though it shouldn't be made. I hear the struggle within. I hear it, brother. I
well, I
understand,
mean,
man.
undisputed versus undisputed sounds good,
Yeah,
but you got to take into account it's a two-weight class jump. See, if it was undisputed 160 versus undisputed 168, that'd be
that'd be
different.
different. Yeah,
We're talking about undisputed 154 versus undisputed 168. I've talked about the fight a little bit, but that's about as much you're gonna get out of me is just a little bit. I'm not a Canelo fan. Yeah,
you said that's.
exactly. Like,
I hear you, bro.
yeah, I'm not a Canelo fan, and I'm not a Charlo fan.
Right, right.
And you know, respect to them for having, achieving undisputed. But I don't really feel like this is the fight that either of them should have been making at this point.
Yeah,
So it's hard for me to like really be excited about this fight. Um, I to me it's more exciting to keep talking about Crawford and Spence, and that's
yeah.
gotten dull in itself. You know, it's just like I'm just waiting for the next thing to happen for me to really have something to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I feel you, man. You know, the shit that has me laughing is that you got a lot of people trying to make this Canelo and Charlo fight, sound good. And what's stupid about them is they're like, oh, so now that he actually fighting the Charlo, you're gonna give him a slack? I'm like, dude, check this out. That's the wrong Charlo, dude. That's the wrong Charlo. That nigga went down like two weight classes, three weight classes, bro. Are you crazy?
And that's the
That's the
thing.
wrong.
Like when I first heard Charlo, I'm thinking 160 Charlo. Then I see undisputed versus undisputed. I'm like, Jamal Charlo ain't undisputed. Like that's really my thought process. Like I was just like, oh wait a minute, he's fighting the smaller one.
Right, right. And then, oh, at least he's stepping up to, man, listen, bro. The same thing that happened to Brooke, the same thing that happened to Brooke is the same thing that's gonna happen to Canelo, son. I mean, fucking Charlo.
Fact. Real quick, just Blaze One. Welcome to the chat. I've been seeing him over there at Mad Chads. Thank you for showing up here. I don't know if you've ever been here before, just under a different name or something, but happy to have you. But yeah, like I definitely get why you're doing other content. I mean, I know part of it is just because you want to branch out anyways.
Yeah,
You know, you already been branching out, and this is just the next phase in branching out.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And on
but
top of that, it's like the support that I'm asking for the channel and stuff like that, for the stream yards and shit like that. Because obviously, like I said, I've been as honest as I can be with everybody as to me treating myself to buy myself a damn truck. And and it's like, I see that a lot of people don't really agree with it. So I said, you know what, then I'm just gonna have to switch everything from, from boxing straight up into the whole variety channel. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm not talking about is like pregnancy and stuff like that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm still here. I still talk boxing when it's relevant enough. You know what I mean? I'm still around for the fellas. But
facts. It's just
yeah,
not relevant right now. That's
yeah,
just
yeah,
that's just the cold hard truth about it. And I get it. Like we love the sport, but at the same time, we can't act like it is what it isn't. And what it
right,
isn't is like a popular sport. It's not making any buzz right now.
yeah.
So your
And I
options are
don't.
either to rehash the same shit you've been talking about or
Right,
branch
right.
out.
Bro, I've been one of the first motherfuckers on here to criticize the sport the way it should be criticized, and I can't just keep repeat pattern, doing the repeat pattern because after a while it just gets sickening. You know what I
Right.
mean? It gets sickening, and then people, oh, he ran out of content. Now that I'm full of content, ain't nobody really giving a fuck. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all good. It's a hobby. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I ask for the street is for the stream yards because I can't hold it up for you fellas because I know the fellas like they like a variety of a lot of people. Shit like when the Jedi podcast is on, a lot of you guys like 6, 7 guys up there, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? And usually I usually have a full house. Like tonight, I'm gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? I know the house is gonna be full because people missed the Jedi podcast. You know what I mean? So
What
I
time are you
just
gonna be
wanna
on?
10 o'clock. I'm gonna go from like 10 to 1 because I owe you guys one. So I gotta stay on. You know what I mean? So I'll
Well, the
be
good
on
news
for.
is I'll probably be able to be on. I don't know how late I could be on,
Yeah,
but because tomorrow I'm gonna have to be up kind of early.
yeah,
But yeah, it sounds like 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 I said, the stuff that's going on in my with my girl,
yeah, yeah,
like when I send you the information, you'll be like, okay, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
You
man.
know,
Yeah, I'm here for you,
but
bro.
but yeah, we can't just keep talking about Spence and Crawford. I know we waited 5 years for it. I don't want to talk about it for another 5 years.
Word, right?
Crawford he'll be retired, and we're still talking about how Crawford beat the shit out of Spence. And I mean, I get it. There's people like Ben Israel and these other morons who like they really took things too far. Like Ben Israel said some real grimy shit to Haplotype Zero one day
Oh, really?
about that fight. Oh yeah, he was just like you should never tell somebody you're gonna slap their child in front of them.
Oh, hell no.
No, yeah, that was really fucked up with Ben Israel. I'm not
I don't know
surprised
who.
Ben
I don't
Israel.
really know who this. I don't know who this Ben Israel is, but
He's
whatever.
just a racist moron. He's one of the. He's a. And not saying that there's anything against this, but he's a Hebrew Israelite.
Oh,
That
he's one of those.
yeah, he's one of those, and he's like very racist, and he's an asshole. I mean, I just
Ah,
told you what he did, and that kind of tells you just where his character is. Big shout out to Bruce Gas, by the way. He's in the
well,
chat right now.
tell Ben Israel he better have my bean pies. Straight up and tell him I say he better have my bean pies. I can't stand them Israelite motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers are always the first ones to be like, Jesus ain't no such thing as him. Like I'm like, yo, dude, calm down with that. What's wrong with you? Word. And then
Yeah,
they dress like the last crusaders of Christ and shit.
right.
Yeah.
They do. Big shout out to Iceman. Yeah, I've been dealing like with like every once in a while I gotta deal with this one troll.
Yeah.
It's funny because he said that I was a Black Panther. He assumed I was black, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not even black. He says because of my name,
Yeah.
and I was like, I did this, Jedi.
Yeah.
Let me just look at the screen. I said, we're in the YTBC. My name being Red Gloved Militant, and you look at my avatar.
Yeah.
It didn't occur to you that being in the YTBC and there's a red boxing glove on my icon that it was in relation to boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said that I was racist against white people, and then he called me a wetback. So that's like
Wait.
counterproductive.
Yeah. That's like the pot calling the tea kettle. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of shit is that? I don't understand. First he says you're racist towards white people, and then he calls you a wetback. Okay, something wrong there,
Yeah.
children?
some people are just some people are so stupid. Like that's counterproductive to what you're trying to prove.
Yeah, you know
You
what I
know?
noticed, man? People just don't, and I'm more than sure Bruce Gas, he has more longevity in life than me, and the older fellas, man. You guys might agree with me when I say this, right? People just don't know how to be racist anymore. It's like everybody forgot, right? It's like nobody knows how to be really racist anymore.
I blame it on the left.
Oh my goodness! It's like I don't like your dog. You're racist. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me? Like
I
everything is,
blame.
it's amazing, bro. Shit is just amazing, man. Nobody know how to be racist no more. Yeah, bring them back to our day.
Yeah, we
Word.
got Mad Chad in the chat. Mad Chad's
Chad.
been he's been a mad lad. Like his last stream went for 25 days.
I know, man. He's trying to break that Guinness Book of World Records, man. That's what's up. Do your thing, brother.
And now he's going on like I think 3 days now on this new stream.
Damn, you know what, man? When I had made John McSmith come out the closet and say that he don't like women, that shit was on the last stream. I'm gonna have to do it again.
Oh, well, that's exactly who I was talking about. He's the one who called me racist and a Black
Oh, you
Panther.
talking about John McSmith, bro? Oh, you kidding me? You talking about Shaggy? You talking about Shaggy, bro? Scooby Doo's fucking bro. That listen, you can't take John McSmith serious, bro. He don't know whether to be a cowboy or a fucking redneck, son.
He don't like me. He like because he like this chick was on Matt Chad's stream one day,
Yeah,
and she got naked and everything, and she was from Trinidad, and he was
yeah,
like, so a couple days later he was talking about how he had those titties in his mouth. I'm like, you was looking at a screen.
yeah.
Now my
Titties in
girl,
his
she's from
mouth.
the Bahamas,
You should have asked her,
and
bro. Did you remove the dentures before you pop the tits in mouth?
I don't know. I think he needs to change his tampon and his Depends.
I'm telling
That's
you,
what I
bro.
think he needs to do. But anyways, I'm like, my girl's from the Bahamas, and her titties were actually in my mouth.
Mm.
You know, I actually get the pussy, not looking at some naked woman online. Anybody could do that. You can just go to
Yeah,
Pornhub or whatever, and you'll see a naked woman online. But
that's
yeah, that's
that's
what I'm
fucking.
talking about. He
Don't pay Nick Smith no mind, bro. Don't pay that motherfucker no mind.
yeah, big shout out to OG Boogie. I don't know if I mentioned him. He's actually
OG.
been in here for a little bit,
Yeah,
but
that's what's up. What's up, OG? How you doing, bro? Yeah, man, I'll be back tonight, fellas. Man, definitely. I've just been working. Like I'm at work now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I get out,
what time did you
I'm
say you're doing your stream?
10 o'clock, from like 10 to like
Uh,
1 or whatever. Yeah, and
oh,
I'm,
you
I'm gonna,
going long?
yeah, well, I'm gonna put it like this, man. When I'm on Fridays, I'm gonna give people the option whether they want me longer or not, like donating. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys like the content and if we on there for 3 hours and you want another hour, I'm gonna have to ask for my time. You know what I'm saying? So because it's getting to a point, man, that I think the boxing community is just gonna implode, bro. Like a lot of people are gonna go to different venues now. I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this. A lot of channels have been becoming variety channels now, man.
I
You
mean, I
know?
don't blame him. I don't blame him. Like what we talked about. There's not nothing going on.
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean,
Not a damn thing.
I can only talk about Spence Crawford so much. I've been done with that conversation for like a month now.
I'm telling you, bro. It's like boxing's acting like a whore and a fucking virgin at the same time.
Right.
You know?
And
It's
you
like
know what else is coming back? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jedi.
no, no. I was gonna say, it's like it puts out, but and then it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I'm upset
Um.
about. That. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. And then there's rumors that AJ versus Wilder is gonna happen, so that crap is coming back. And
Oh
I'm like, I don't really
God.
want to talk about that. Like we talked
Yeah.
about that for years
We,
and it didn't materialize. I'm not about to give any more. Like once the contract is signed and we have a couple press conferences, then I'll talk about it. But
bro,
I ain't
that
talking
fight,
about that shit.
that
And it
fight.
ain't
I'm
for
only.
undisputed no more.
That's what I'm saying. That's for one. For two, I'm only gonna talk about it once, and after that, you know why? Because the LDBC once again are gonna come out and they're gonna be like, you see, we told you Wilder. If Wilder, because I think Josh was gonna beat the brakes off of Wilder. People just don't believe that, but it's true. Just like people didn't believe that a fighter that wasn't with PBC could beat the shit out of a PBC fighter, and it happened within Crawford. So it's just getting to a point now that when this happens with Wilder, where Joshua beats the shit out of Wilder, son, it's open season again, bro. These guys are gonna come up with excuses now.
Yeah. And they did. They made those excuses. Or I mean they will when it comes to this AJ Wilder fight. But you see what happened with Spence and Crawford. There's all kinds of excuses.
Oh yeah.
78 blamed it on AJ because AJ's in that gym now with
Yeah.
Derek James. So he said that AJ's loser sweat is what caused Spence to lose. Just ridiculous bullshit.
Oh my goodness, bro. 78 just need to stop, son. 78 need to shut the fuck up already. 78 times if you could. Or for 78 years, 78 weeks. Just shut the fuck up, bro. What time
I
is that waste?
mean, he just we know what it is. He has a lot of people who want to be in an echo chamber. And it doesn't matter how ridiculous he gets, they'll just nod and say yes because um, they let him dictate the way they think, the way they feel. Like the second you think for yourself, you're out. You're out of
Oh,
the
that's it.
circle.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, bro.
He's like
Oh,
Robert
hell
De
yeah.
Niro and Meet the Parents. You have officially been moved out of the circle of trust the second that you start thinking about for yourself. And the only way to get back in that circle is to milk his titties, when, just
Yeah.
like when Robert De Niro was like, I have nipples. Can you milk me?"
Oh shit, son. That
Yeah,
shit is hilarious, man. Yeah, man. It's like I boxing is like I said, it's still in my heart, but it's not with this generation except for a couple of fighters. That's
yeah,
about it. I mean, you've got these matches that aren't really making any sense, and people are just trying to make it make sense, and then they're looking stupid themselves, and then it's like certain content creators, that are very intelligent are actually going with it now because they see like, oh well, at least it's boxing. Yeah, okay, at least it's boxing. So then don't fucking say nothing when it don't go the way that you don't recognize anymore. You know what I mean? It is what it is,
Right.
bro. You know, that's why I'm just like it. It's not what it used to be, but at least it can try. At least it can try. I
I
just
hate
don't
when they
understand.
say at least it's boxing because they don't keep that
Yeah,
same energy. Like,
yeah, right.
remember when the Zone first came out? That was boxing. Now, I will admit, the Zone, they shit the bed. They handled COVID horribly every June. They're quick to make their logo all rainbow like. So I don't
Yeah,
fuck with the Zone like I used to, but still the idea when it first came out, these same people were like, "Oh, at least it's boxing," or not like, or we're then like, "Oh, that's a second-rate app. It's for losers and all this stuff." And now look, we watch everything on apps,
yep,
everything. What
exactly.
up, Brother Smoke, aka the Smoke Lord? How you doing?
Oh, chilling, man, chilling. I just, I'm still chiefing, doing that smoke thing I do. I saw you live, so I figured I'd come by and check you out. Person who I've extolled, like one of the key virtues of the zone, which has always been there and still is there, and that's Black and Brown. Shout out to him. He's always been into the kids and the youth that are coming up and the prospects. And for me, like an old head, I always got those kind of fights for free. Those are always the undercard guys. So it was like a weird thing to think that I have to pay for the next generation develop and shit. But he was all about it. And the zone, that is totally their strong suit. Like, forget the like blue chip prospects that Top Rank focuses on. But if you're just like a young fighter up and coming, and you want to like get paid, like you better be behind a paywall. The zone's your fucking spot. It's not like an
Yeah.
elite thing. It's like he is all about that aspect of the sport, and he's glad that he has access to.
Oh, I don't know what happened. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were talking. And all of a sudden, like my stream got all crazy, and Jedi disappeared and came back.
Yeah, I'm still here,
So
brother.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
still here.
yeah, I can hear you. Like the
yeah, that's a
zone,
good
like to the
point.
people who are like, at least it has boxing. That's like, whatever. That's like the lowered expectations kind of thing. But someone who is just like enthusiastic, at least he had a spot now, and he was totally willing to pay for that service because that's what he was into. That's been Black and Brown. Like a lot of people
Yeah,
have panned in, but you have to understand, a lot of people in boxing, period, are broken, desperate as fuck, and everyone acts like they don't understand what it means to like have a lack of resources. They
yeah,
start calling guys ducks and bums and all this shit when really they're just trying to fucking make a buck and like get their needs met and shit. Like it's kind of fucking ridiculous. But anyway,
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry, I'm still cheating. I don't mean to digress.
yeah. You enjoying that smoke though, huh?
I am California, man. This is the fruits of the labor of a lifetime.
Shit,
Do
I'm
this
about
shit
to
like
do
I want to
that.
do it.
I'm about to do that as soon as I get home, brother. Enjoy. For real.
Yeah, you had a long day at work. I definitely had a long day at work today. I don't even think it was work though. I think for me it's just like this situation that came out of left field. Like is um, it's just made my day like really drag and shit. So I can't even blame it on the job. I'm loving the job. It's just like you know.
So, yeah, to quote Drez, right, from Black Sheep, every day is Saturday, my friend. Yo, it's Saturday again. Yeah, it's a long ass day. I've got three years of Saturdays right now.
I
The
remember.
days are what the fuck I want them to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder how many people still get the context of your name wrong. Because I remember when I first met you, I thought it had to do with like debating boxing and stuff, and then come to find out, it don't got nothing to do with that. So I wonder how many people still
No,
feel that way.
it's actually it's a bunch of different things. One of them is debating in the whole thing, and I definitely don't like bullies. So I picking on guys that like picking on people who like that's my fucking forte. I get meta with that shit. Um, but yeah, it's also a slur, right? Like this whole thing um, is like the internet is a weird spot, and especially like in America because we organize our citizenry along racial lines. Like it's hard to like unpack the like microaggressions and misconceptions you might have surrounding like identity in America. It's just a fucking weird thing that happens. So yeah, it's smoke has a lot to do with. It works on a bunch of different levels with me. But it's
Yeah.
also the primordial essence that apparently the universe is born out of. All matter comes
Yeah.
from smoke.
I noticed you have a nemesis now by the name of Mirage. He
Oh,
just
dude, he's a long line. He's a long line and do it like propose so-called nemesis.
Is that
Some
the
of
is
them
that
last
the
longer
is
than
that
others, but like whatever, dude.
is that the Benavides
yeah.
dick
Yeah, of
hanger?
course, yes.
Oh,
So
And
okay.
he's from Australia.
before it was the Danny Swift Garcia. No, before that it was AJ Dick Henry. Like I had Hamed on my fucking bumper wherever the fuck I go. Like this dude, shit, fucking Hamed.
Yo, I
And
heard
then
him
it
one day,
turned
bro.
into fucking
I
yeah.
heard him one day. I never
They go,
heard anyone hang glide off a nigga nuts like that, bro.
all of them, bro. Hamed was crazy with it, fucking, and then JFL heads with Danny Garcia. He was like the next dude up, and now there's Mirage. For whatever reason, these dudes like so fanboys and casuals long to be something other than fanboys and casuals. The problem
Yeah.
is life is like you always know 100% of the things you know, 100% of the things you don't know. But when that comes up against boxing, which is so subjective, you have all these people who are ignorant as fuck and certain that they're correct.
Right.
And then yes, and when you add that to like a certain kind of personality types, you get Mirage, JFL heads, uh, L Dog. He's just a
Oh
line
yeah,
who
with
like
what
swear they're
was it?
smart and stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, it's been entertaining when I wake up in the
Yeah,
morning and I hear y'all going at it. And yeah, it's just it is kind of funny. One day
it
I
is,
was
man.
like
Yeah.
mhm, I was trolling you a little bit one day, Smoke. I was like, Smoke, I'm on your side, but you're saying all the wrong things. You're making me side with Mirage, and I can never I can never forgive you for that. But I was just joking. Um
Yeah, well, Mirage, he makes really great points as long as you don't know shit and you're just intuition pumping every fucking statement. It sounds
uh-huh.
great. But when you understand like anything that happens in boxing, like this dude doesn't even understand how petition works. He like, doesn't know any fights. Absolutely is not. He's just coming in with pure intuition. And I'm not trying to hate on anybody's intuition because hey, that's part of survival instincts and have intuition. Yeah, like we are okay. So we are the product of human beings that like survived because they had intuition, right?
Right.
Like we're like we saw a rustle in the bushes and they're like, it could be a tiger, it could be the wind. But what I'm gonna do is go the other way in case it's a tiger. Like we are the reason why we didn't get eaten by tigers. We're descendants from those kind of that thought process. So I'm
Right.
not mad at them. It's just like, man, the process of certain kinds of people to get to fucking better understanding of boxing is just sometimes it's masochistic, and sometimes I don't mind being sadistic up to a certain point. The cruel tutelage
Yeah.
of Smoke Lord. You know, it happens.
Right.
He's just the next student.
He'll be on a panel completely quiet. And the second and you'll be there too, but that I understand why. You're not actually there. You're helping keeping that stream from shutting down. But the second that your voice comes up, he comes alive. Like that man lives to try to argue with you. I find it funny.
if someone says to you, um, you can't live without me, to me, that is one of the most insulting things you can say. Like, I'm
You're
like, what the
you're like
fuck?
Batman and he's like Joker.
Like, fuck you. I'm not like you is fucking dead to you know. But apparently no. Apparently no. He doesn't mind proving that he can't live without me. Someday he'll get to that point. Though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. Like I never thought that I would encounter people like this. I didn't even think people like this could exist. But yeah,
Oh, I
internet
hear you.
takes all kinds.
I met a couple of them and I was definitely shocked. I'm like, wait, is this like I felt like Queen? You know, is this the real life or is this fantasy? Because this shit is weird as fuck. That's me.
That's the other part I don't get. Like I can understand an alternate ego, right? And hiding behind personas on the internet. I know, not even know. I don't mean by personas. I mean like handles, but not creating a whole like I don't like that kind of thing. Like I don't know, man. I don't have multiple personalities like that. I got nicknames, sure, but
Right.
yeah, like other like thinking that there's a real world and then an internet world, like it's just fucking crazy to me. I don't. That's not how my brain works. There's only one world. You know, there's only one life.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
with
like
you
turning to
on
a
that.
different person because you're talking to people on the internet. Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that, Smoke. Like it is, it's very strange. Like because you know these people aren't quite like that in real life. Like it's like a caricature of their real life self. They come on online and they accentuate or whatever you want to call it certain characteristics that they have, like JFL, and like the only ones that are like really real with it are like guys like Brandon. Brandon's a sweet guy and everything, and I try to just encourage him to do his own thing. Now sometimes he hangs around where he knows he should. I mean, you can't expect people just to change the way they
But
talk.
even seeing how he navigates that is kind of interesting. Like he's still Brandon, right? He knows what. Okay, hold up. Here's the fault line. Hold up. I'm not gonna. And I feel him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's also descended from those people who by their intuition and some good training.
Yeah.
And right there, yeah. When the old girl was like, it was returning to titty time. Brandon's like, okay, so it's time to cover my eyes.
That was funny. Jedi. I
Yeah.
know.
I'm
Jedi,
saying
are
my
you still
man's
there?
hilarious. Dude.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like I
Yeah.
remember I told Blood, I was like, Blood, tell Smoke what he said. But real quick, Jedi, have you gone on a panel with him or anything? I know
Well,
you.
Brandon, yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man. I just don't understand why motherfuckers really like don't like him. I don't understand it. Like, I find it kind of hard for motherfuckers not to like a person because they like cartoons at a certain age. That shit is
Yeah.
crazy to me. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, yeah,
you
no,
know,
he has an intellectual disability. Like the dude is like the way that he processes the world, and he's just trying
look at
to
that.
reach out and connect people.
Yeah,
Connect with people. So he's a
yeah.
guy. But what's funny about Brendan is he's kind of a jerk too. So it's just like, okay, hold up a second, you gotta.
He does say underhanded stuff. Like
Yeah, that
he
is a straight jerk, dude. But I
yeah,
love this guy. Like that's why he fits in. Like, listen, we all have our like personality, like extremes and shit. Like some things that aren't necessarily palatable if you want to
yeah,
consider to be like a nice person. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right.
We can be nice, but like really, we're not sweet in every kind of situation in every all the time.
yeah.
Interacting with certain kinds of people, like that's just what it is. But and Brandon's the same
Unfortunately.
way. So even when you have a guy that's like this, you see him like make his little zingers. You see him do the same shit, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm hanging out with Brandon, and I feel like I can be within parameters, I can let my jerk loose too, and he's okay with it.
Yeah, he's cool, man. I felt bad for him, man. When they were like I think somebody was throwing him off the panel. They called them all types of jerks and fuckers and stuff, and I was like, damn, that's kind of messed up, man. And all the dude is trying to do is trying to share some damn Looney Tune memories, man. And motherfuckers is kicking him out like he's a KKK knocking on your door and shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
my man
damn,
is like 22 years old, but he's like, emotionally developed and intellectually like someone that's not necessarily to but he's still even a kid compared to me. So it's kind of like, okay,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
fucks
yeah,
with you. Yeah,
yeah, guys like that, man.
yeah, but he probably, yeah,
You got to be kind-hearted to guys like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
yeah.
he's got a deficiency. Sort of like so we got to be like, yeah, yeah, the cartoons are cool, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after he walks away, you could say he's a fucking idiot or whatever, but it's cool to be cool with people like
I
that,
mean, I'm
man.
saying I never even have these fucking thoughts. Like I'm just like, okay, this is where he is. I remember when I loved Looney Tunes like this. I remember this to go back there with you, and we
Yeah.
can build on a thing. And then he'll talk a little bit of shit, and then he'll try to like flex his muscle and bully people and shit. Oh, okay, all right, you can hang out on some points, but like, yeah, then there's just a point where I can give him the Looney Tune. Like I feel like he's all right. I feel like there's
Yeah.
a thing, but then there's certain people though that like, how you gonna tell this dude that you like to suck his dick, say giving you gonna so you can bust it under his throat because he's a burden to his mom. Like how? Like what part of the
Yo,
game is
that's
that?
what is
Yeah, I
wrong
was
with you
mixed with
niggas,
as
bro?
well.
What is wrong
Yeah,
with you
like
people?
I don't understand what part of the game this is. Like okay,
Yeah.
see,
What is wrong with you
but I don't
people?
hang
See,
out at like state mental institutions too. So like Mick Smith with it, like how you gonna get committed twice? Like okay, what the fuck? Like,
but
Yo,
Jedi, this
I
is
can
what kills
understand.
me.
Like okay, whatever, dude. It is what it is.
what's up,
Jedi, this
bro?
is what kills me is when Brandon, he'll be like, he does this to Phantom all the time. He'll be like, Phantom, I gave you a shout out on my channel. Phantom, you only have 75 subscribers. He like
No,
says that
my
to
man did a whole community post. He did a community post. He did this community post with the fucking fucked up Daffy Duck look on his face, like, what the fuck? And he was like, Bray, yes, let's do a stream together, Phantom. Only have 60 subscribers. I feel sorry for you. I feel bad. It was just like Daffy Duck and the B-boy stands disapproving as fuck.
Yeah, Jedi, that shit is funny.
That
Like,
shit
have you
is
ever
fucking
seen him
jokes,
do that?
bro. I fell out.
Wow.
Now I'm trying to tell
So,
you, he's a special
so
kind of fucking special kind of jerk, and I mean that in every sense of the phrase.
that's hilarious, kid. That's hilarious. He goes, maybe you should come link up with me because you don't really have that many subscribers, and if you come talk some Daffy Duck shit with me, they're definitely gonna drop some, you know what I'm saying, some likes and shit. So come on down to the fucking Warner Brothers studio.
He did get him some subscribers. I'll give him that.
Yeah, they're
He,
out there. They're out there, man. Them Looney Tunes. Listen, anything with the market of toys or cartoons and stuff, you always gonna have a fleet of motherfuckers there. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
yeah.
So
What up, Mo Boxing? Yeah, it's always a good time with Brandon. I agree with you, Jedi, and also with you, Smoke, because you brought up like that crazy statement. But yeah, I think some people take it too far. Like, I get it. You don't you go to a channel with the hopes of hearing boxing talk, and then you got
yeah,
this guy talking about Looney Tunes. However, especially right now, there ain't nothing going on in boxing. So I don't
nothing.
think he's really taken away from it from the boxing talk. Um, and at the end of the day, like we know he's not your average 22, 23. He's about to be 23 next month.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Brandon, by the way. Uh, just
yeah,
in case I don't see you on your birthday, but you know, you have to take in consideration that he's not your average 22, 23 year old. And there's nothing wrong with that because he's not out there hurting people. You know, he's not
right.
like what was that dude's name? Was it Lenny on of Mice and Men? You know,
Yeah.
he's not out there killing bitches, breaking their necks, and I'm sorry, George, I didn't mean to do it. You know, he's not doing that. You know, he's just going around talking about his Looney Tunes, eating his cereal, and and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah, nothing wrong,
Yeah.
nothing wrong
And
at
I got
all.
people
You
in my
know.
life that
And
are
shit,
artistic. And- Go ahead, Smoke.
shit. Oh, listen, I just have a really good memory, so channeling this thing and like remembering shit and taking it, being introspective. So, while I can't get in any fucking tidy whities, the dun are in the past, but I can put on some boxers. I can still get my, my brand of the kind of cereal I eat these days, and watch a couple of Brandon vids. It's all good.
Yeah,
Like I got six
yeah, man.
minutes. Like it's just to
Yeah,
be centered. It's a kind of meditation, right?
I feel you, bro. It went from Fruit Loops to Raisin Bran to multigrain, right? As we got older.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta stay regular. I don't want to start
I don't,
telling
I,
talking.
I don't eat no cereal right now, but I want to try that Magic Spoon because it's supposed to be
Yeah, I
like,
heard that shit is good. It's healthy,
yeah,
but
yeah, it
it
don't
tastes
have no
good. It tastes
sugar
like,
in it.
you know what that shit tastes like? The fucking imitation Kaboom cereal with that
Oh,
imitation clown
I remember that.
and Captain
Oh,
Vitamin. And Captain Vitamin, remember? My man looked like Phil Drummond with a crown. He looked, and
yeah.
yeah, I had my boy who used to eat that King Vitamin, and he ran out of milk one day, so all he had was Pepsi. This nigga ate, and King Vitamin tastes like Captain Crunch. So just imagine eating Captain Crunch with Pepsi.
There's a lot of
Oh,
captains, right? There's like Captain Crunch. There's Captain Kangaroo. There
Captain
is
Hook,
there's a
Captain Hook.
there's a bunch of captains like coming up. I don't not to, there's one Colonel. Yeah, not too many. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, my bad.
No, it's true. There's
A
a,
lot of
there's a
the
lot. There's a lot of captains. Captain Caveman. How is a caveman a captain for no fucking reason? Can somebody explain that to me?
I
you got
forgot all
Picard
about
and Kirk.
Captain Caveman.
Yeah, Captain Kid and Son. Remember he had this kid after a while who was
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Back with the
like,
Hong Kong Phooey days, that was like, and Mr.
but
Was it Plastic Man?
yeah, the Hanna Barbera hour. But my whole thing is this: since when did furry dicks have a battalion of fucking captains like this? Like, 'cause he looked like a furry dick. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a furry balls with a dick for a nose, and
And he was
he's
wearing a
yelling out he's a
cape.
captain caveman. Since when cavemen go by ranks? Like, somebody got to break this down to me, man.
But you know
Yeah.
how, but it was all about evolution. Like he didn't say that's all he had was Captain Caveman. You don't know what the fuck he's referring to. Maybe they built the entire military ranking system from
Around
the fact
Captain
that we
Caveman.
only could say two words. Yeah, we could only say two words at one point.
That's hilarious, kid.
I be forgetting about some of these cartoons. Like one day, Jedi was talking about what was that cartoon where they got like the rhinoceros that shoots the little shit
Oh,
out
the
of his
Herculoids. The
yeah,
Herculoids.
the Herculoids. I forgot all about that. You started I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that. And then you started talking about the rhino. I
The
think it was a
rhino, yeah,
rhino.
the rhino,
Yeah.
the rhino shooting nuts out his fucking.
You said that. I was like, you know what? I remember that. Yeah, Brandon. This is the stream for you, Brandon. We talking about cartoons over here. You need to branch. I suggest that you branch out a little bit past the Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is all good, but talk. Hanna Barbera got a lot to work with. A lot to
Nah,
work
man, yo,
with.
No,
I
he messes. I think he messes with Hanna Barbera and also like comic books too. But like
yeah,
comic books aren't his thing. But he's just in that group. Like when I was on the stream, it's like a bunch of comic collectors and people with like pretty big streams that in their like collector kind of world.
yeah. Shit, me, I like I said, I'm a collector all around. So it's like comic books, and even I just picked up the all the seasons of the GI Joe from the '80s, the first GI Joe, American Hero. I got all seasons now, so I'm happy. I'm a happy camper, son. So
Oh, where'd you get them from?
I got them from the
How did you know where to get them from?
from Hasbro Pulse. You go to Hasbro Pulse and they have like all types of.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man. Trust me, man. Guys, if you, I'm Captain Nostalgia, bro. Like, let me know, man. I would hook you up, bro. I would have you ordering Voltron shirts that look cool as fuck, son. And I'm almost 50. My whole thing is to open up a damn
And
comic
now
book shop.
from
You know what I mean? So
well, yeah, it's nice. It's nice that you gave us a reference point, and I feel that Hasbro Post because as any GI Joe fan, unknowing is half the battle.
That's right. That's right.
G.I. Joe.
Hell yeah. You know what was funny, man? You always had them stupid little kids doing something dangerous, and one of the Joes would come out and shit. And I always thought Roadblock was just a big grumpy dude. So I remember one time I thought he was
Yeah,
gonna come out and say, "Fuck you playing with the matches for? Put them shits down for whoop your ass. Don't you know you can burn your hand off? So what's worse, burning your hand off or me whooping your ass? You whooping
Yeah.
my ass, and no one's half the battle."
G.I. Joe. Yeah. I, I,
so, go
We lost smoke. Hello.
are you gonna say Red?
oh,
I
I
thought
was
Red
gonna
was me.
say, I was gonna be quick with it. Like, oh, little Johnny, you shouldn't stick your peepee in the light socket, knowing it's half the battle. G.I. Joe. All right, you go ahead, Smoke. You're up.
Uh, right. So the thing that I couldn't get behind, like, there's a couple of things. So first off, I was into wrestling back then. Slaughter came in, but before that, even before they introduced Sergeant Slaughter, because that got me back into GI Joe. What initially got me out of GI Joe was the thought
What?
that these were elite troops and they couldn't shoot for shit. Like it was a
Mm,
bunch of fucking round shot and nobody ever got hit. And I was
Bro, it's
like,
like
dude, like once I learned how to shoot, I was like, one shot, one kill with my shit. And I was like, what the fuck is
no.
going on with these people? Supposed to be grown up Green Beret special forces and they can't shoot for shit.
Bro,
Like, and that was it for me.
it's just like Star Wars. You got a billion motherfuckers shooting lasers and everybody's missing.
No,
yeah.
man, I seen a bunch of fucking scarred. I seen a bunch of scarred stormtrooper breastplates. I haven't seen a single fucking Cobra dude shot. And
You're right about that. Yeah,
Word, right? Them guys are
that's like a
they're being released.
meme.
Yeah, they're being released from the sky in parachutes and stuff, and you got all these lasers and jets running by them, and none of them get caught up in a jet engine. None of them, nothing.
yeah, no
Nothing.
collateral
Well,
damage, but
No.
still, yeah, it is what it is.
real quick, big shout out to Durden. I see him down there. Durden World Order. Talk about branching out. But
Oh, dude, yeah, you still hang out with Charlie Chaplin? Yeah, Durden. You still? I mean, sorry, dude.
he was
I mean,
doing a live with OV the other day. He actually did a live
Oh
with
shit.
OV.
oh, there he is. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. These motherfuckers, you guys. Have you been in the same room with your girlfriend yet, Durden? And has OV even get sniffed? The fucking. Anyway, hey, there, D. It's just talk about the. We were talking about people like you earlier. LV was another dude that just took L after L.
Mm,
Yeah,
damn,
I mean
son.
it ain't hard to make a racist look bad. I'll give you that. Like, cause they start
No, I'm
talking
talking
all
about a
that
Nazi. Not forget
superiority.
racists. Forget like racists are easy. Like racists are one thing, but Nazis, like even racists are like, what the fuck are you a Nazi?
You
You
got a
guys really
point there,
exist?
cause
Like what?
yeah, cause they literally got their asses beat. Smoke. I don't know what
Hell
happened. You
yeah.
were laughing. All of a sudden, you went.
Yeah,
He
no, I
sound
don't
like
like to laugh at people's ears, dude. I was
he
like,
sound,
Oh, I see. I see.
he sound like he got drowned out, right? Like somebody just drowned him, put
I
him
know.
underwater and shit.
I be feeling like something happened on the stream, and I don't want to be like Smoke. I didn't mean you. I swear. I wanna make sure that you understand.
no, no, I'm all good, bro. Like that fucking those days, yeah, man. The dudes that are just like perpetual L, OV.
Oh man.
Fucking JFL head. Like even those dudes had a little bit of personality. I guess. I mean, I guess my guy has the Australian accent. That's what. Yeah, we were just talking about that. We're talking about the generations of like trolls and how it was at a time like trolls had like some talent, right?
Right.
So guys like H Money, even though they're annoying as shit and brain dead, and like, well, who the fuck is this? Whatever that. You could see he had some talent. It's kind of funny what he was doing, all that other shit. And he
I
does
think
content. His channel
I,
is what it is, right?
I think Al Jefe was the most talented one out of all of them.
I thought so
I
too, but
get you.
he was the one that like squandered his talent the most. I thought.
Yeah.
because there was such high expectations. He went the Boo Boo Android route. As a matter of fact, it's not even that. I think he went. Who's the older Darrell brother? That's Andre.
He said he went the railway.
I forget what.
Andre Darrell route. Like,
He went
yeah,
out
they
like
were saying
Darrell.
like there's a lot of expectations, high hopes, and then what he turned out to be is like, oh wow,
Great
really? You
analogy,
talk about a
son.
disappointment.
That's a great analogy. He said he went the Darrell way. Either brother, them fuckers suck.
I really cannot
No,
remember his name.
I think that no, I think the younger brother overachieved, and I think the older brother it just man that like coming out of the Olympics and what he did, and then that World Boxing Super Series, like just what his career turned out to be versus what people expected.
Yeah,
The younger
Yeah.
brother was always kind of like, he's a man. As a matter of fact, the fact that he got is good. Like he got like a testament to
yeah,
the madness of fucking 168. Really.
yeah. Real quick, guys, I want to ask you guys a question. Has anybody heard from Tony's reviews?
He
Um,
did review the fights like last weekend, I thought.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Because I
and I
haven't.
think I saw him
Because after
on
that Bruce
somebody's
Lee debate,
panel.
because after the Bruce Lee debate, I haven't heard from him, son. Like,
Oh, he ghosted you.
Oh, walk right in.
He ghosted
Okay,
you.
all right. Another victory lap. Oh shit, let's
no,
do it. That
no,
was a
serious. I
hell
haven't.
of a fucking debate. Oh no, he's been on a couple times. Yeah, nah, but let's do it because I remember that shit. I was there for that. Oh yeah, baby.
No, I just want. I just
Uh,
wanted to make sure he was good because I ain't hear from him. Like, and I ain't see him after that. So I was like, maybe he's busy or whatever. Because we were supposed to link up and do something else together. So I was like, I haven't heard from him or whatever. So maybe he's busy working and stuff because he does work. I think he's in the medical field.
Oh,
So
okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know
he
what he
does
did.
work, but
Like,
I know that
yeah.
that guy, he's a very competitive guy. He
Oh
just
yeah. Oh
bounce
yeah.
back,
Oh
bounce
yeah.
back. Like, my man I've argued with him. Like, I didn't even argue with him. I just had a discussion with him for at length about how he would beat Bruce Lee's ass. And I was like, okay, bro.
oh wow.
That's delusion to the 90th power, bro.
My bad, Gonzalez, man. I don't know how
Hey,
long you
what
were.
was funny, man? It was just a whole like weird conflation of concepts and all this shit, just unpacking what he thinks an actual fight is. He
Yeah.
thinks a fight is in the ring and not in the street, which is the
Right.
funniest thing. He's like, he has zero record in fighting. I'm like, he's a street fighter. No, but he has zero record, so he can't beat all these guys. Chuck Norris did in the like, bro, that is not a fight. I don't know. Anyway, so it was this whole thing, and then it would turn into nobody that small could ever beat me. So I was like, okay, I got you. I hear where you're coming from. It was just to me, I think it was a concept built on a bunch of misconceptions,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and then it turned out into a jumble of what the fuck.
Real
Hilarious
quick.
ass what the fuck. Yeah, it was a while. It was a couple of 3 hours.
Yeah.
Real
I
quick.
gotta.
Big shout out to uh, the drunk Irishman, aka Carlos Mendoza.
Carlos, the Los man. What's going on, Carlos? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Baba Yaga, get the
Yeah.
smoke.
What's
Red
going
blood.
on?
It's only a quick one. I'm just here to say, yeah!
Yeah.
You know him. You know him, right, Jedi?
Who?
Carlos
Carlos?
Mendoza.
Of course, bro.
Yeah,
That's my.
man.
Yeah, that's my man right there, kid. That's
This
Papa
is the
Mendoza.
this
Yeah,
is the man. This is the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
two good, yeah, me and Trevor go back, way
Hey,
back.
okay, so I gotta tell you,
Anyways,
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But then I saw you do that Simpsons rip. You said McSmith was the Cletus from fucking The Simpsons. Hey, you shouldn't have, but didn't have. That coupon, bro. Oh my fucking god, that shit, bro. I was like, okay, I'm rolling with this dude. I don't care if he chose me or what. He's fucking funny. And that's all I ask for. If you're gonna fucking be a troll, can you be funny?
Oh no,
Shout
Carlos
out
is
to the
fucking
Phantom.
hilarious, bro.
He's in the chat. Don't worry, Phantom. I won't talk about how you only have X amount of subscribers. We're just talking about how Brandon does that. But yeah, big shout out to the
Fucking, he had
Phantom.
disapproving Donald Daffy Duck. Sorry, looking down at your
Yo.
subscriber count. That shit was fucking jokes. All he needed was a bandana for tattoos.
Yo, that was crazy. My man said, "Oh yeah, you want to attack Daffy? Well, look at your subscriber count, scumbag."
Nah, Daffy's his favorite character, like Looney Tunes character. That's why he was doing it. It was
Oh
a
shit.
complete troll.
Oh man,
He used his favorite cartoon character against him.
that's
Yeah,
Or
big
hilarious.
his
shout
favorite
out to
Looney Tunes
Phantom, bro.
character, not his favorite cartoon character. Man, I love how Phantom blames Boxing Lounge for fucking Brandon. Oh yeah,
Anyway,
Brandon, we would want to with us.
Motherfuckers are blaming each other because of the kid. That shit is crazy, son. It's your fault you brought this shit here.
How we go to
This fucking thing is how they fucking it's funny.
Yo, you guys are messed up, man. Word up, bro. Oh man, yo, people are blaming people for bringing this kid around, man. It ain't that bad, fellas. Relax.
Yeah, I was a guy. Like so, the tavern. They call themselves the Short Bus Gang. So like Brendan showed up immediately. Like I understood what was happening with this thing. So I was like, okay, if we're gonna put that kind of energy in the atmosphere, you're gonna have to fucking deal with the consequences, right? So I'm like, okay, everybody's welcome to the tavern. Let's do this thing. They were going in on him, so like they were trying to get rid of him immediately, and I was like, nah, you can't have the name if you can't fucking walk in the shoes. Fuck that. You can't have an actual short bus dude kicked out while you call yourself the Short Bus Gang.
That's true. That is really true. Oh yeah. Hey, where the
You know
hell
what I
did
mean?
Red Glove go? Where did Red Glove go?
Yeah, he'll come back. He'll come back. But until now, we are the captain. Another captain. Anyway, yeah,
He said
man.
another captain. Captain! Captain! Oh
I actually like
man.
this shit. This swirling ass fucking bat. Like I was in.
Yeah, he had an
Yeah, Ren and
oversized fucking
Stimpy came
club,
up.
son.
Yeah, came up earlier today,
Yeah.
and
Oh man.
like the people weren't as familiar with Ren and Stimpy. Apparently, like Blood knew about him, and he knew some of the episodes. But like, the classic moments of Ren and Stimpy were going over the people's heads. Like, were you a Ren and Stimpy guy too?
Yes, I was, man. My favorite character from them was Powdered Toast Man. That motherfucker was crazy.
Oh, Pilot, I told them about the video game. They're like, they didn't know there's a video game. Like, yeah, I had the video game. And I was talking about Powdered Toast Man, sugar coated milk,
Yeah.
log, uh, selling rubber nipples. He knew, but Blood knew about the Blood knew about the nerve when Ren grinded his teeth, and all he had was
Oh yeah,
exposed nerve.
man.
Right,
Yeah,
that big
man.
ass. I
Remember?
love my tooth. Yeah, go ahead.
remember when they used to pick their nose and that shit looked like really gross? It looked like a big fucking chunk of kryptonite, son, coming out his nose.
Yeah, yeah. The army shit. Anyway, um, yeah, that show they redid it, and the redo was like really kind of like homoerotic and kind of stupid, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was just bad. It was just a really
Yeah.
bad fucking
Of course,
representation of what
of
it was
course we
like. Really
know.
revolutionary comic or
Yeah,
cartoon.
yeah. They tried to revamp it, and all that shit was just, you know, rainbows. No cherries,
think
just
that I
rainbows.
think that I think the commercial version was Pinky and the Brain, which wasn't a bad spinoff, but I think it was or a ripoff, not even a spinoff, but like a straight ripoff. Um,
Yeah.
but
I used
yeah,
to
it was
like the
out like it was
Animaniacs.
interesting without it. Okay.
Yeah, the Animaniacs is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
the Good Pigeons, Elmira. Um, The Droopy is one I didn't really like. I like the original Droopy. I think Elmira. I had a friend who just collected fucking animals. She was just like she had snakes and rabbits. At one point, she had 18 different. She like volunteered at pet shelters. Anyway, so yeah, we used to call
That's
her
crazy.
Elmira because these fucking animals would just always like. She had this cat that was always trying to get rid of her, like it was Pepe Le Pew kind of shit. Like she was trying to
Trying
get the
to run
cat. The
away.
cat was always trying to get the fuck away. Yeah. So she got the name. Elmira. But anyway.
Oh shit! He said Elmira. I remember that. Oh, look at the little dude. She used to squeeze them shits to death and shit. The eyes used to pop out.
Hug him and take care of him.
Yeah.
And
And that motherfucker trying to get away with his eyes all popped out of his head. I remember that, man. Those were the days, kid. Yeah. Yeah, those were the days, man. Yeah, so come on down tonight, man. Down to the Jedi Temple, man. 10 p.m. As soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna be on for a couple of hours.
you just went underwater.
All
Your
right,
sound just went all the way off.
all right. How about now? Good now?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There you
All
go.
right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, tonight, man.
You went out at 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'm going on at 10. I'm gonna try to stay on for a couple of hours. So that way I can make up for this missed week. Because like I said, I'm at work now, so I had to be at work at a certain point. So and we're talking nostalgia, bro. We'll talk whatever we want tonight. I want to talk about mounting more midgets. So everybody come on down and have a good time, man. We
Okay,
can
hold
have
up, hold up.
yes,
Wait.
yes. I said mounting midgets. Yes,
Mounting midgets has
yes.
different connotations. Are you talking about hunting human beings? Are
No,
you
I'm
talking
talking.
about sexual preferences?
Yes, yes. Sexual preferences. Yes, yes. Very
Okay,
much. Mounting little
okay.
midgets. Beautiful little dancing exotic beautiful midgets.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what is a big midget?
A big midget is over 5'2".
I don't think you are technically a midget. I think you have to be like 4'9" is the actual limit. Don't ask me how I know. Don't trip off that. That's not the point. The point is, I think.
I got him talk
You
about
gotta-
midget preferences.
I mean, you said it's whatever. Red Glove is not here to shut it down. So hey, the conversation goes where it goes, and this is a promo for your show. I'll be
Oh
your
yeah,
straight man. I'm
oh
not.
yeah,
I've been around.
no doubt.
I lived the life.
Yeah, we always do that, man. It's we gotta have a nice little sexual preferences as to what we like. I listen. You give me a midget, a female midget, man. That's like she don't have the short arms or the big ass head and the little body. Everything's evened out. I'm good. I'm good for that Friday night, son. I don't know about everybody else, but you know, I know that when women go,
So you're not a big. You're not into like
no, I'm into
thighs,
I'm in,
whatever. Like
no, I'm into
thigh.
regular
Like
chicks.
this is
No,
like a. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just talking about like a hat like 6 inches of thigh length. That's cool for you.
he said 6 inches of thigh length. He made it sound like a fucking. He made it sound like a Savage Brothers victim, son.
That's it.
Oh
No, no, I'm not
shit.
saying. I'm not saying the diameter. No, that's not what I mean. I mean the length, right? Like just not very long in the thigh area. Like, real fucking
Right,
compact, right around there.
right. It has to look like one of them frozen chicken legs. You know what I'm saying? You know how they stumpy and shit.
Like the nubs. That's I was gonna go with nubs. You went stumpy, but I think they're synonyms. This thing. Leg nubs. They work.
And
You just gonna get your sideways sway on, maybe.
the
Shit.
nubbins,
When you get to
the
point A to
nubbins.
point B,
That's
yeah,
it. I mean,
but as long as point B is not that far, right, and you don't have to walk back to point A.
that's it. On top of that, bro, you could you
Okay.
could you could also consider that pocket pussy. That's micro pussy, bro. You take that shit with you everywhere.
Okay.
Put it in
Well,
your pocket
I
or
mean,
put it in your fanny pack. You good. You know know what I'm saying?
I do appreciate pussy that is probably a little bit more out of pocket, and I don't mean an attitude wise. My mentality I mean that like most things get in my pocket get lost or get buried amongst a whole bunch of shit. Like right now, I got like two lighters. I have like a receipt. Some shit. I don't want to be
You'll find
rifling
her.
through my fucking pockets and pussy.
You'll find her. You'll find her.
I want the
She's right in
pussy to
be.
be right where it is. Like easier if I wanted to be like, oh, is it over here? Chasing around pussy, like rifling around for pussy. Okay. I know exactly
you
what fuck it is.
you'll find her. She's in between the stick of gum and your keys, bro. She's in there. She's in there, man. Red said, "Don't feel obligated to stay." What happened, Red? You lost the button to the you lost the function button to the live, or you charging your phone? What happened, brother? This
Oh my
live is
God, Samuel Shaw, the soldier. What's happening with it? You know, it got the fist and the flex and the pump and the thumbs up.
that's what's
Yeah, and the crown
that's what's
and the
up.
planet. You
That's
know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, I can mess with regular size women. I got no problem with that. But for some reason, I don't know,
I'm
man. You know, I don't know.
I
I'm a
mean,
little
there's
curious.
certain attitudes there's certain attitudes that won't get any runs, and then there's other ones that are more preferential to others.
Right.
Um, but I have been surprised at who apparently it works for. What I am not
Right.
very, so whatever it works for you guys, cool. Certain things work for me, certain things don't. I
Yeah.
don't actually even try to like hang out with people based on that, but it turns out I don't have very many gay friends. I don't
Yeah.
have many very. Actually, I don't have any. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that as open minded as I would like to believe I am. But whatever.
Mhm.
It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Shout out to whatever fucking is going on in your bedroom. It's like it. Like you prefer midgets, um,
Yeah.
or just fucking midget, just straight amputee, no impediments
Oh,
whatsoever. As long
he
as it's
said an
being consented.
amputee. He said an amputee. Oh no, you got.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. If you're gonna go nublets, why you might as well go shit. It's just a matter of degree, right? I'm
You
just
might as well
saying.
go
The
crazy.
point being,
You might as
as
well go
long as it's
crazy.
consenting adults, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Informed, consenting adults. Informed
Exactly.
consent. I'm a staunch champion of informed consent.
Oh yeah. Shit. I'm telling you right now. I think Red Glove went to go look at the midget catalog. He
Oh
went to go look
damn!
at the. Yeah. He just left us
Did
on the
you order
show.
them now? Is it like Amazon Prime? Like where do you? Like I mean, we already got Hasbro passports.
He said we got Hasbro. We can order Hasbro figures. You know, order your Hasbro midgets with Kung Fu grip. That would be cool. I don't know what's I really don't know what's going on with Red. I mean, I haven't either that or he's taking a shit. A lot of you content creators like to do that. You know, I'll be right back. Put some music on. Y'all taking a shit. Y'all gotta chill with that. You know?
Oh, I mean, if that's the case, thank goodness for small favors. Like
Yeah.
there's some people that wouldn't do it. Like I didn't. I listen. I love my guy. What you need, but I don't need to go in the bathroom with you. Like I don't need to hear talk about like flipping punches and shit. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, yeah. I think Red is word up. He's letting out that Spanish empanada he had for lunch. Just like Jed. Every time I'm live with Jed, bro, he always gotta take a shit, son. All the time. Dude. Yeah, Jed, I said it. He always gotta take a shit, Jed.
Yeah, I'm gonna slip. I'm gonna go get some food.
Yeah,
First, you
man, I
get
hear you.
the munchies. It's a progression. First, you
I hear
relax,
you.
then you toke,
I,
and then it's time to
I
eat.
understand. I understand, brother. Go get your stuff, man. I'm about to go anyway as well. But yeah, man, I catch up with y'all definitely.
All right,
You
in a
guys,
minute.
all
I'll
right,
see what's
man.
up. And that's Eastern time, right? 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man.
10 p.m.
See you there
All
next
right, brother.
time.
Catch you. All right, man. Everybody, thanks for joining Red Gloves Live. If you guys are still there, I'm not sure if you are, but if you are, catch y'all tonight. Red Glove, thank you. I guess I'm gonna close your channel down. Don't say anything crazy because it's still gonna be live on your side. So if you're taking a shit, you might wanna, you know. But peace, everybody. God bless. Stay vigilant. Stay forth with you. Peace.